Hello everyone. Today in this video I wanted to talk to you guys about some interesting things I've discovered in the movement system in Assassin's Creed Syndicate. As many of you know, this game doesn't have a manual jump button, which can be aggravating. What this means is that instead of having a designated button for jumping, holding down high profile kind of replaces that. And how this applies to climbing up walls is when you're holding down high profile while scaling a wall, the character will take huge leaps upwards on the wall, and I think it looks kind of unrealistic, immersion breaking. I don't really like it. So what I do in these situations is I simply let go of the high profile button, and that gives me this nice, smooth, much more realistic looking climbing animation. The second thing I wanted to tell you guys about is something very interesting that I discovered about the jumping mechanic, as in jumping across gaps. Like I said before, no manual jump button. We're using high profile as you run at gaps to cross them like this. The really interesting thing I figured out though is that the camera angle, that is the vertical camera angle, affects the trajectory of the jump, or where the character lands. As you can see here, when I hold the camera angle downwards, Evie is choosing to jump down and grab onto the ledge with her hands as opposed to landing on top of it with her feet. Really interesting. Like, it doesn't explain it in the game. I thought this was really cool and I figured out, so hopefully you guys do too. The third and final thing that I figured out that I want to share with you applies to doing parkour down over these lower wall obstacles that have a bigger drop on the other side. It always bothered me that when you hold down parkour down while running at these, the character, or Evie or Jacob, will vault over the wall, but on the other side you can't get them to do a roll. Normally you would tap the parkour down button as you're falling before hitting the ground to do the parkour roll, but in these situations, in this context, it does not work. So my solution to this is to use parkour up to mount on top of the wall, and then hold down parkour down, and as you're vaulting off of the wall, you can tap parkour down to do the roll on the ground, like this. Hopefully that made sense. If you guys found this video useful or interesting, maybe I'll think about doing a more comprehensive parkour movement guide for the game later. Be sure to let me know what you think about that idea down in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, and if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content on my channel. Thank you for your time, and have a great week.